Getting money since I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. X slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit the hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I'ma make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They took it to 10.
Hey.
right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off, a hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, where your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Yeah, say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the fly the field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't nothing new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or I'm dead. Do what you gotta do, make it next move your best.
15 lines.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah.
Set. 91 hit.
See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for
Ready?
your photo real.
8, read.
Blessing after
Yes.
testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills.
We go. 60 orange. X3. 218.5. Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Leaf River. Leaf River. On the double. Huck, go. Ready? Ready, ready?
Time to bring the bass bird.
You ready? Now. Come on, set. 70, Indy. Let go. Ready, ready. 30 base. Head up. Break. Shoot. Here we go. set, 10, 2, hut. Ready? 18, Gator, hit it. Down. 18 Gator, get it. Let's go. 10 Lobo. 5. Ready. Big Ripper. Big Ripper. Ready, set. Look at me. Door. Go. Go. And 50, plant. Cover, top. Ready, ready. Here we go. 60 outlaw. Now. Set. 15, Lonnie. 15, set, go. Set, ready. 90, Wolf. And I. Go. 8, Reed. Jump bomber. 2. Let's go now. 60 old. Huh. Come on, set, hit.
Dressing all black, every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Ricky.
Get it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Minshew, 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Four down. Check.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch them?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 44, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey! Mike 5-4.
Now Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We're scoreless after one. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fights off the defender. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Minshew. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do? There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. This will be caught by Brown. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific, because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Out of the gun is Minshew. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Minshew sets to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nick Chubb, as time expires in the first half, and the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Edelman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Play out, play out, play out, play out.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Good job.
Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. From the shotgun, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, try 7.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He'll find Metcalf.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Barkley. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 27, Minshew completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Minshew. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Looking to throw it. Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. 25.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Coming to you.
A toss play to Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Let's get it. Mike 54. Come, baby. Come, baby. Check.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th.
Check. Walk 54.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
There's Wilson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Mike 54. Let's go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch the thing. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 19.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 37.
They'll run with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Switch.
On 4th down, Minshew. He's going to fire one deep over and got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Minshew. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
18 games. 50. Check my 50.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Shoot.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Now Chubb running right. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Let's go.
Now Chubb. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal. Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Buccaneers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Chills. My jewelry code is chill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. It burst off the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Storage treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the line. Go ahead, jump it, how about it, how about it? Rep for your bro, for your post, your poppin', your projects. Pain driven, itchy, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend, sweet. This sugar, one man